Nina, and I wanted to welcome you to my video today. In this video, my presentation is about the topic of ghosts and can a ghost hurt you? And it depends on the type of the ghost. I think in some circumstances they can hurt you or even cause death, and I'm going to tell you why. If a person passes away and they have not been able to really feel complete with what they accomplished here in this lifetime, or if they feel really strongly that they have unfinished business, maybe they're worried about their spouse or their children or their home or something that they left behind, and they just don't feel like they can move into the light. They have free will, so they're not forced to move into the light, and so they can just linger in a house, but they are not what I would call an evil entity. That they're more neutral. Like they may trigger some lights once in a while. You may get a sense of their presence. They may be just a little bit mischievous, or they may just be completely neutral and ignore you, and you ignore them, and they just kind of exist in their astral body, and you just go about your business. And every so often you may get a sense of them, or you might see them like out of the corner of your eye. Is especially a way that we will sense when a spirit or a ghost is in the room with us. But for the most part, they're not evil, and they're not going to hurt us, and they don't cause us any harm. However, if you had a person that had a very negative life and they were an evil person, and when they died, they did not go into the light, they're always invited to cross over in a good way. And once they're into the light, they are offered opportunities to kind of come to like a reconciliation with their life here, and some of the things that they might have contributed to, like an unfinished business. They're always offered like counseling and a way to kind of make things right. It may be in other lifetimes. They might be able to do it between the worlds or between the veils. But if they crossed over and when they died, but they didn't actually complete the transition, and they lingered in that environment wherever they are, then their whole energy field is going to still be negatively charged and still be very high emotional, high voltage. And because they have so much negativity within them, if they have also a strong sense of will, then they can actually cause things to happen in your household that can be dangerous, like slamming doors, like heavy doors, whenever you or like your child or an animal is trying to go through the threshold. They can cause injury in that way. They can cause all sorts of electrical things to happen, even things with our water. They can tamper with a lot of things if they have enough of a will to do that, and enough of a really charged negative energy about them. And they can even impress upon people to commit suicide, or they can impress upon people to maybe murder someone, either in the household or otherwise. So they're very dangerous. And one of the things is that negative entities, it's like you've heard that saying, birds of a feather flock together. Well, negative entities always have resources to connect to other negative energies, and even to higher level negative entities, like you would think of as maybe a stalker or a lesser demon or a full demon, or even like a dark lord, or in the worst circumstance, something like an archdemon. And because they have these alliances with the dark side, and they may not always have that connection, but when circumstances kind of get lined up just right, and they have a direct pipeline to a higher voltage, higher level entity, then they can really cause a lot of mischief in your life. They can cause a lot of hurt, and even to the point of death. So we definitely want to take major steps to clear energies out of your house, and to make sure that there's no entities that are taking up space in your home. The template energy of your house, it is always desirable to have the organic tree of life template for yourself and for your home. And when you have that going for you, you have a lot more of an ability to do what your soul came here to do, to thrive, to continue to evolve and refine your soul pieces, and just work your magic here in this lifetime. But if you have distortions in the template energy of your home, like a ghost or an entity, then they are always sucking the life out of your house, out of your home, and they're diverting it into whatever it is that their agenda is, and away from your soul dreams, and even away from your health. If you have something going on like that, if you feel like that you have an entity or something that's always watching you, like if you have this horrible feeling that there's always something that is keeping an eye on you, I call that a watcher, or even like a talker stalker. If you feel like you live under a dark cloud, like you can't get a break, you have no luck, you don't have friends, the joy is sucked out of your life, out of your home, then that might be an indicator of a negative entity or entities in your home. It's always good to get a plan together to shift the energy, to turn it around. Sometimes we have to take really strong strategies to do that, like a house clearing, or Dark Lord clearings, or entity clearings. I do this all through my soul clearing work, and I learned this the hard way, and I don't want you to have to learn it the hard way. And so if you would like to have more information about how you can do this clearing work, then I'll put the my website information in the comments below, or in the details, and you can connect with me there. But just make sure that you take some steps to turn it around, because if you don't, it can only get worse and grow more energy, and just keep you kind of like parked, where you can't get a break in life. You struggle with your health, you struggle with relationships, you don't have creative ideas. It's always important to make sure that the template energy of our house is aligned with our soul's path and with our highest purpose in life. And if it's off kilter, then that's a part of our self-mastery, is learning how to recognize when something is off, it's not working for you, and just doing what needs to be done in order to shift the energy and turn that template around, so that it's more productive, that it's aligned with you and what you want to create. So anyhow, I hope this answers your questions, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot. I'm Marvina. Bye-bye.